Hi Leo, I am Jen with Timeline Tarot, and I'm here to give you your mid-month love reading for the final 2 weeks of April 2024. In this reading, I'll be tapping into the energy for your current love relationship, and that means looking at how you feel about your partner in the relationship and any blocks or challenges that you personally may be experiencing within the connection, and then we'll dive into your partner's energy and take a look at how they're feeling about you and the relationship and any blocks or challenges they may have that may be affecting their side of the connection. I will draw you one card from my Divine Tarot deck to give you some advice about this situation. I'll also draw some cards from the Love Oracles deck, and we'll cap off the reading with a most likely outcome by the end of April 2024. Now, please remember, this is a collective general reading. And that means it's quite possible that not every message today will resonate. And if it doesn't, it's okay. It just means that it's another message for another Leo out there, and they need love too. So that's quite all right. And with all that said, let's try to hop onto your timeline now and see what is shaking up with your love life and your romantic relationship for the last 2 weeks of April 2024. Now, I'm going to say before I start this, I don't know who listens to Smash Mouth or who likes the song I Can't Get Enough of You Baby, but the whole time while I was meditating on your reading, that kept coming up. So I don't know if someone's maybe thinking a lot about you. I can't get enough of you, right? Or maybe you can't get enough of them, but let's see what's in the cards here for you, Leo. See if that song comes through at all. Yeah, I couldn't get it, and I'm like, who sings that? I had to Google the words for it. I'm like, Smash Mouth, like, what? I haven't heard Smash Mouth in forever. So someone's a little bit infatuated with you, I think. All right, Leo, tapping into the collective Leo energy for the last 2 weeks of April 2024. Jeez, that came out already. Be optimistic. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. All right, let's keep going. Tapping into the Leo collective for their romantic love life for the person closest to their heart and mind. What is the current connection between Leo and their romantic partner? Wow, cards are hopping for you today. It says, take your power back. You are giving someone control over how you feel. Your happiness should only depend on you. Well, I mean, that's good regardless of what type of relationship it is, but let's see. What else do we have for you, Leo? Anything else regarding the connection between Leo and their romantic partner? Thank you, Spirit. Anything else? Thank you. Wow. Some of you playing the field out there? What's going on here? All right, let's see, Leo. Forgive and release. You are stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger. This doesn't necessarily mean releasing your partner or them releasing you. This could just be genuinely forgiving and then releasing that guilt or releasing the hurt and healing and possibly even healing together and moving on. So I don't see that as a bad card at all. I already told you that your first card was be optimistic. The second card was take your power back. The next card that flew out was unbreakable love. This person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. And then we have a new chapter begins, whether it is with a new partner or in a current relationship. And then open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a love relationship. So I think for some of you, perhaps you're in a period right now, possible separation or maybe some discontentment in your relationship. You're trying to be optimistic, trying to maybe take your power back, invest a little bit more in yourself. You recognize the bond between you and your partner is unbreakable. Perhaps you carry a lot of unconditional love for them. For others of you, you're willing to maybe open yourself up and see if the grass is greener on the other side. I am sensing that for a lot of you, this is a newer relationship with that new love card. For others of you, it's reconciling. So let's try to read these cards to help both of you, because I'm feeling like two camps are here right now that I'm reading for. So let's hop into tarot. All right, for the Leo collective, only the Leo collective involved in a romantic relationship. How do they currently feel about their partner and their relationship? Okay, Page of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you could be feeling the relationship is going a little too slow. Might be feeling a little bored with it, or maybe a feeling of, you know, feeling stuck. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a peek at that card, but I didn't set my intention, so it'd be really unfair to you for me to take it. It's Five of Cups in reverse. Some of you are, you know, like I said, that forgive and release, that bottom of the deck. Some of you are forgiving, kind of let bygones be bygones, and you're willing to move on either with this person or without this person. We'll see if that card comes back out again. Okay, tapping into the Leo collective. Those in a romantic relationship with the person closest to their heart and mind. What is the block in their romantic relationship? What is the block? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Okay, the King. So the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is how you currently feel, and the King of Pentacles in the reverse is your block. Okay. Why is the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse here for how Leo feels about their partner or their relationship? I think for some of you, the relationship is moving too slow. And for some of you, there's a portion of you that want the relationship, the feeling I'm getting, the messages I'm receiving. Some of you want the relationship to move to a higher level of commitment, and you feel like it's taking too long to get there. And for others of you, you just kind of feel stuck in the sense of like no excitement in the relationship, like maybe not going out or going out on dates or having experiences together, just kind of like the same mundane thing day after day, which is so unlike Leo. So I get it. Fire signs like to be out there. So let's see why the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse for my Leo collective. One more shuffle, please. Your cards, when I tell you they're hot, they're hot. Please and thank you. All right, Leo. I have the Queen of Swords in the reverse to the Hierophant. That's the message I just received. To the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse to the Hierophant in the upright to the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And that's clarifying the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, for some of you, you're feeling like very overly emotional. Maybe your words are a bit cutting, or at least you wish they would be. I think you want to address, for some of you, you want to address why the relationship is not moving to a higher level of commitment. For those of you involved with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, you could kind of feel that this person is not wanting to communicate about a higher level of commitment. Perhaps they're even turning their back, as the images on the cards kind of depict here, where this individual is turning their back. For some of you, the relationship is just not growing at the speed or not consisting of the qualities you wish it would have. And this card for me is when someone starts to wonder, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, should I continue investing? Is this going anywhere? Am I just wasting my time? Because here, you know, in the upright, this individual is they will nurture this plant, and they hope that Seven of Pentacles turns into the Ten of Pentacles. And this is a very patient energy. But this is someone who, it's almost like they enjoy gardening, right? This person enjoys growing these pentacles, either for themselves or with someone else. But in the reverse, it's kind of like, ugh, it's just not growing fast enough. And am I wasting my time? So yeah, I think for a lot of you, this is the overwhelming feeling. Either you feel your partner's turning their back on the commitment, turning their back on a conversation regarding commitment. You're wondering, do they even want to keep working on this? You're wondering, do you even want to keep working on this? Regardless of what camp you're in, the overwhelming feeling for the collective is just a feeling of being stuck, kind of sitting in molasses and not really moving one way or another. Now, the King of Pentacles in the reverse is, you know, the King of Pentacles in the upright is an authority figure in their life, in their empire, right, for themselves. This person has power, discipline, they like security, and what they really like is control, right? Control of their destiny, control of their kingdom, etc. In the reverse, this person is lacking control. And sometimes they can be out of control in an attempt to try to gain control in an almost reckless way. So I think for you, in terms of a block, I think for you is you are lacking control, because in the upright you would have it. But this is coming across as something new, as a block. And remember, your card here was take your power back. So I think for a lot of you, the block is you're not taking enough control of the situation. Maybe you don't want to lose the person, you don't want to lose the connection, or you're unsure of how to regain control, or maybe you're unsure because this is, you know, as a block, an inability to take control, an inability to bring security, an inability to bring stability to the relationship. You might feel it's not within your wheelhouse, or it's not your responsibility. Let's see, what is this all about? Please clarify that King of Pentacles in the reverse for my collective Leos out there dealing with this situation. Why is this a block? Further clarification needed, please. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. All right, Leo, we have the 5 of Swords in the reverse, Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Empress in the reverse, block, block. Bottom of the deck here for you now, we have someone who is 9 of Wands in the reverse, on edge, a bit defensive, hesitant. This is a card of hesitation. Someone is hesitating to take a stand, hesitating to put up boundaries, hesitating to take control of their position on the battlefield, right? 4 of Cups, yeah, again with this boredom, this stuck, not sure if you want this relationship, not sure if you don't want it, just kind of sitting in this state of apathy. Page of Cups in reverse, perhaps you feel your partner is too emotionally immature. The love they give you is not to the level or expectation that you hoped it would be at this point in the relationship, or just what you need as a you know, feminine or masculine energy, right? This reading is for all of you. So as a block though, for you in the relationship, you're lacking control in the relationship. This is someone who's holding on to past resentment. So you're having an inability to let go of something they said, something they did, something they didn't say, something they didn't do. Remember, your card at the bottom of the deck there was forgive and release. So, you know, your block for some of you, and this isn't gonna, you know, this is, you know, these blocks aren't for all of you. Some of you will have all 4 blocks. Some of you will only resonate with one. So please don't think I'm coming down on you or anything. I'm not. It's just for the collective, these are the majority of blocks. You're free to pick and choose which ones you feel apply to you when you take, you know, take a really good, honest look at yourself and your situation. So for some of you, you know, block number 1, not taking control of the situation. Maybe not speaking about what you really want. Maybe you're the Queen of Wands here in the reverse, kind of, I'm sorry, Queen of Swords in the reverse here, kind of turning your back to the conversation, shutting down a bit because you are so, oh God, why do I want to say bored? Just so bored with it. Kind of like same crap every day bored. Again, it's only going to resonate for some of you. For others of you, you're holding on to some sort of past resentment. Like I said, something they did, they said, they didn't do, they didn't say. For others of you, there's passion that is missing in the relationship. This is a, you know, as a block, this would be, you know, no sex, or, you know, could be a lack of it, could be a reduction of what you were used to having, maybe in a former relationship, maybe with this person when your connection first began. But the Ace of Wands is the phallic symbol of tarot. It just is. And, you know, when you see this in a reading, it's a passionate new beginning in a relationship. And in the reverse, it's kind of stalled. So as a block, there's an inability maybe to reignite the passion, or to, again, take it to the level you wish it would be at. Empress in the upright is a beautiful Empress, male or female. This is an individual who can take care of themselves, their life, their empire. They don't necessarily need a counterpart. If they do, great. But this is a very self-sufficient individual. In the reverse, this is someone who could be a little codependent. So as a block, perhaps you're a little too codependent on this person. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but Maybe for some of you, you rely too much, and again, it's just as a block, you rely too much on your happiness being fulfilled solely by your partner. Maybe that's why you have that card here. Open yourself to others. Doesn't necessarily mean open yourself up to, you know, the Tinder dating app or whatever is out there now. This also says this is how you will create new friendships. So maybe for some of you, you know, as a block, you're focused too much on the relationship. You need to maybe focus more on yourself, your finances, going out, making friends, joining a new group, following a new passion or hobby, not to replace your person, but to enhance your own life. So, you know, I think that has something to, that has something good right there. I think for a lot of you, I keep hearing yes, yes, like that. So I think for some of you, that's what it is. A little too much overinvestment in the person, the relationship, and not focusing enough on yourself. All right, let's see about your person. I'm going to move your card deck here. Tapping into the Leo collective for the person closest to their heart and mind. How does this person feel about Leo? How does their partner feel about them? One more shuffle, please, and thank you. How does your partner feel about you and the connection they have with you? 7 of Cups in the reverse. I kind of like it. We'll see where we go with that. Okay, what is the block for this person then? What is their relationship block? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. So the block in the relationship, 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So 7 of Cups in the reverse could talk about a lot of things. It could be someone who's confused. It could be someone who's trying to align themselves. Maybe someone who has, why am I hearing, it's an inner conflict, almost like an inner conflict with their own personal values. Like they're not quite sure what they want. Not that they're not sure whether they want you or not. They're not sure in terms of the relationship, what level of commitment they want. This could have been someone back in the day that was a player, had a lot of choices in love, had a lot of options in love, and now they're just quite not sure what type of commitment they want, if they even want commitment at all. So it's like someone went from having a lot of choices to ending up in this monogamous, or, you know, whatever type of relationship you have where you are the primary. I'll call you that. You're the primary, right? I don't know your individual relationships. Some of you are married to this person. Some of you are boyfriend, girlfriend. Some of you live together. Some of you, you know, just met 2 weeks ago. So, but it seems like this person went from kind of playing the field and having a lot of options in love to just being with you now, and now maybe being a little scared of like, well, what does that mean for them? So again, checking in with personal alignment, like, well, what do I really want? Like, what is the purpose of this relationship? It's almost like they're doubting themselves in the relationship. Why is the 7 of Cups in the reverse here for Leo's person? Why do they feel this way about the relationship? Both cards here talk about confusion. So why is that here? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The 7 of Cups in the reverse is here because of the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups in the upright, that was. Judgment in the upright. And the Fool. Yeah, for some of you, this person either just came out of another relationship before you, or they had a lot of choices. They were playing the field, bachelor, bachelorette, whatever. And now they're in this, they've made the judgment call, right, to offer you this cup of love. They've accepted your cup of love in return. And now they're on the verge of taking this leap, right, with the Fool card, and they're hesitant to jump. For some of you, it's just kind of like cold feet. It's like a moment of cold feet. Like I went from singlehood to being in this relationship. My partner, and I'm speaking like them, right? I went from singlehood or another relationship or playing the field, whatever, into this relationship with Leo. Leo wants the relationship to move quicker than I'm ready to. I'm going to back off a bit, right? I'm not sure if I want to invest in it or not. That's now you're mirroring that, saying you're getting that energy, even if they never said it to you. And you're starting to feel like, well, if you're not going to invest, I'm not going to invest. And I think this is where the communication from you starts to become a little cutting, because there's some, you know, almost like a passive aggressive there because you're feeling stuck. You love them. You don't want to let go of them. You want a higher level of commitment, whatever that means for you. And meanwhile, this person here, they're just coming to the table with a Page of Cups. And you're like, well, where's my Knight of Cups? Right? Where's my King of Cups? Like, I want abundant love. And your person's like, well, I made the judgment call to just love you. It's almost like, well, isn't that good enough? No, it's not. No, cross watcher, it's not. you're gonna have to jump off the ledge. You have to go all the way. But to let you know, this is kind of how your person is feeling. Well, like, well, I gave you my love, and meanwhile, I think for you, you're sort of feeling like it's not enough. It's not enough. I want more. Do you love them? Yes. You want to invest in them. I think you're very resentful of this. I think some of you are holding back sex because of that, because you're like, well, I'm not just going to be, I'm not just going to be the person you sleep with when you're, feeling sexually excited and want to be intimate. So I think a lot of you are, and it's not characteristic of Leo at all. Like, you're a fire sign, you're very passionate, but I think some of you may be withholding, almost like in a protective way, not wanting to be used, right? Overly defensive over what you want. And this card with that Queen of Swords in reverse, oof. Talk about being overly defensive, being on edge. That's you. At least that's for the Leo collective I'm reading for. And you know what? If that's what you want and you've communicated with your partner and they're not willing to compromise or talk to you more about it or work on it, I think you know your answer. You don't need a tarot lady from northeastern United States to tell you any of this stuff, But for some of you, those blocks, those challenges, could be mirroring it right back then, and then in that case you guys are on a loop. So definitely looks like a conversation needs to take place here. What are the blocks? Why is the Two of Pentacles in the reverse here? This is now, as a block, this is someone, right, who's not prioritizing you, because the Two of Pentacles in the upright is someone who's trying to balance work, home life, balance what you want versus balance what they want. It is someone trying to manage their time better so they have more time for you. It is someone who's trying to adapt in a love reading to a higher level of commitment and to see how that would fit into their life, right? Kind of balancing or considering the pros and cons. And in the reverse, the person's not doing that. So why? Why is this a block? One more shuffle here, please and thank you. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse is here because of the Eight of Cups in the upright to the Hierophant. You had the Hierophant, they have the Hierophant. And the Sun in the reverse. Bottom of their deck, the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower. Followed right behind it by the Four of Wands in the reverse and the King of Wands. And the Two of Cups. Okay. I'm just going to throw this out there for some of you. I'm getting a couple different stories, and remember, I'm reading for hundreds of thousands of Leos, even if they're not all watching the video. The strongest energies of those collective groups are what's pouring in. So you might have to, I hate to say pull out or extract some pieces of this that may apply to you. For some of you, your person just left another relationship. They closed a cycle. They were in another relationship, or this could be someone who was previously married, even if they were married like 5 years before they were together with you. But this person was already in a committed relationship with the Lovers. They closed the cycle, closed a chapter on that. This was a Tower moment in their life. It radically changed their life. And now, their home life is, here they are. This is the Marriage in Reverse Divorcee card. And this person, I don't believe they've emotionally healed from it yet. And boom, here comes Leo, King or Queen of Wands. Take the genders or the energy, how they resonate to you. But it's like, boom, here you come. Cup of love. They're in love with you. And this person is kind of like, oh crap, I'm still dealing with all of these wands. Like, I still have all of this burden. still maybe going through the tower. For some of you, the person's not completely divorced yet. For others of you, they're recently divorced or, you know, previously divorced. They've fallen in love with you, but they're still holding on to burdens from that past marriage. For others of you, it's just a long-term commitment, but they're still holding on to burdens, whether they still have to financially pay this other individual, alimony, child support, and there's child visitation issues. For others of you, this person's starting their life over. They're trying to establish a new residence for themselves. They may have gotten a new job. Their finances are not as strong as they used to be. They're carrying a big emotional load, even if they're not telling you about it, because of what they went through here over this ending. For the majority of you, this was a marriage for this individual who ended. For others of you, it was a long-term commitment or someone they lived with, maybe even just if they were boyfriend, girlfriend, could have just had a child with. But this was a big shock for them, that this came to an end the way it did. Even if they did something to precipitate it, or they may have wanted it, but it's still, you know, when something big like that happens where you're separating from someone you once thought you were going to spend your life with, and it, you know, comes out of the blue, whether you wanted it or not. I mean, the life you knew is in the reverse. The Four of Wands is in the reverse. Your kind of happily ever after is gone. And it's like, boom, they meet you. And that's why, yeah, maybe afterwards some of them played the field and then they didn't. But whatever their situation was post-separation from whatever relationship that was, it looks like you came along, they fell in love with you, you fell in love with them, and they're kind of like, crap, what am I going to do? I still have all these burdens. Maybe you don't really know how emotionally burdened or financially burdened this individual is because of a past connection. I'm not sure they've expressed that to you. When I look at the blocks, this person in the Eight of Cups, it's so hard to see in these cards, but I love the cards. It's a great card stock too. But this individual walks away from Eight Cups, right? Walked away from something that no longer served them. Whether they were pushed out the door or they went themselves, they had to walk away. And it's almost like they're walking from either having a lot of options, Eight of Cups, or walking away from a previous relationship, or like I said, maybe even a marriage. And it's like, boom, you want them to walk right into some higher level of commitment for you. This is a block for this person. This came up as their block. Unable to go from those Eight Cups to boom, right into what you want. So for some of you, that's the issue, right? They're not prioritizing themselves to deal with this. This is a block for them. Walking into, leaving whatever behind, leaving those burdens behind. I don't think this person knows how to leave these burdens behind. And then to walk into a relationship with you, I'm telling you, this person's very depressed, whether you realize it or not. Their block is happiness. So they might be putting on a really good exterior appearance to you, but still, you know, not fully offering you the relationship you want. You may be resentful of this. You may be holding back some passion. You may be becoming, for some of you, small percentage of you, too dependent on them because you're trying to smother them, to hold them down. I don't think this person's looking to leave you. I just think they're too afraid to get to a higher level of commitment because they got burned in the past. Either previous marriage, maybe they left one relationship to be with you. For some of you, that's the scenario. For others of you, this is like old relationship wound going back. For some of you, it's a childhood wound that they have, like with a mother figure or a female figure in their life. Maybe they come from divorced parents. They're afraid to walk into marriage because they don't want to be divorced either. So, you know, there's going to be a different story for each of you, but the long and short of it is this person loves you. They know you want them to take a risk, to take it further. They're very hesitant to do that. The block is they are afraid of commitment. So, sorry, I dropped the card. They're afraid of commitment. And not commitment with you. It's not a you thing. They're afraid of commitment for an external reason. Like I said, for some of you, previous marriage failed or long-term relationship failed. For others of you, there's some childhood wounds here. that they can't get over. And this person has a lot of inner sadness, depression. The sun in the reverse in this deck talks about inner child wounds and really deep sadness over that. And this could be something this person never talks about. For others of you, they've told you. Yeah, and this sadness is causing a delay. That's where all these delays are coming from. You really need, if you want to salvage this relationship, I think a good way for you is, you know, open yourself up to friendships and having good experiences, not just with this person, but on your own and with others. I think you need to forgive and release. Maybe this person has not told you everything of what's holding them back. And I think not to release them, but kind of to release that. Maybe sit down and have the conversation and have a whole new chapter in this love story. Because it's definitely here. There's an unbreakable love between the two of you. That card wouldn't have came up if these are all mutual. You know, this is a mutual feelings here between the two of you. So let's see what your advice is from the divine. I think this relationship is definitely salvageable, or at least for some of you the disconnection is minor. You know, for some of you it's a lot worse. But I think an honest conversation about what's holding them back, and are they really sad? Are they afraid of commitment? Why are they afraid of commitment? You may be able then to step into your Empress power. Even though you're an air sign, you certainly can be an Empress or Emperor. And maybe you need to, that's how you take your power back in this relationship. Maybe you need to restore it. Maybe it comes from you. You have to lead, whether you're, you know, feminine or masculine. You know, one thing I learned when I went to therapy after my marriage ended, she said to me, well, what did you expect? And I said, I expected 50-50 all the time. And a couple months into therapy, she asked me that again. So I'm asking the same question I asked you on your first day. And what did you expect out of your marriage? I said 50-50. And she's like, have you learned nothing? You know? And I was like, what? And she said, some days or some weeks, or even it can go months, you know, depending how long your relationship is, or you have a 20-year relationship, your partner could go weeks like this. Sometimes it's 70-30, she said. And if your person can only put 30 in, and you're only putting in 50, you're running at 80. The goal of a healthy relationship is to always run at 100. So when your partner or you kind of, you know, get a little lost or get inundated with other feelings, other responsibilities, the other partner has to pick up the slack. And that's the balancing act. It's not always 50-50. And that might be the case. So what reminded me of that was looking at your cards here. The case for you might be when I said to you, like, maybe you have to take some power or control. I don't mean that in an aggressive way at all. I mean, maybe you need to take the lead on the conversation instead of waiting for your person to come forward. Maybe if you really want to salvage the relationship, maybe this week you're 70 and they're 30. That's just my advice to you. Let's see what tarot has. I love this divine deck. I only use it for advice from the universe, from spirit. What advice do you have for my Leo collective regarding their romantic love life and this particular situation? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The glorious divine has for you the Knight of Wands. It's you, Leo. It's you. It's you. Your advice is to be you in your full glory. Take your power back. This is an action-oriented knight. The first on the battlefield. The one that will fight with a bat to the finish, all right? They don't fight. Wands don't fight with swords. They fight with sticks. These people fight to win. They fight to the death. Again, I don't think divine is telling you to be aggressive or to beat your person with a bat. That's not it at all. But it's telling you to take action, to be energetic, to bring passion back into the relationship where maybe for some of you it's lacking. Be adventurous, right? Go out, have a good time with your friends, with yourself. Invite your partner to go along. Try to create new experiences, whether you're feminine or masculine. The divine is clearly telling you to step into your power as a fire sign and kind of take control of the situation, even if it's for a little bit, just to kind of overcome this obstacle. What's at the bottom of the deck? Two of Cups. Same card your person had right behind you. Two of Cups. So The love is there, and if you want to save this partnership, this is a unified love, unified connection, you certainly can make it work. For those of you where you really don't and you're tired of waiting, maybe you've waited for years, I don't know each of your circumstances, then forgive and release, let go with love, open yourself to others. There's new love waiting out there for you. Absolutely, without a doubt. Without a doubt. So, you know, for some of you, that's what it is. And that's okay. Have the honest conversation. Break away. Send them off with love. And then put yourself, heal, and then put yourself out there. But for those of you that want to save the connection, a good conversation, and it's not probably going to be a one-time thing, but, you know, probably an ongoing conversation. These are some big blocks your person has with just a fear that they would be left behind, a fear that they would fail, a fear that they can't measure up, a fear that they're not good enough for you. I mean, I was definitely picking that up off the cards. So I would definitely talk to your person if you want to save this. Let's get into this deck. I love it. I've been using it for about 6 to 8 months, and let's see what other messages come out for my Leo collective regarding their romantic love life in this situation. There's a lot of them out there, so what messages do you have? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else regarding this relationship? Okay. They are slippery, though. Any other messages for my Leo collective? Thank you. Anything else? All right. For some of you, your person could be a Virgo. That's at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, your person is an Aries. For others of you, your person is a Libra. Okay? So we have Libra, Aries, or Virgo. If that's not your person's sign, it's okay. This is still your reading. It's just for the majority of the collective I'm reading for, those are the signs for their partners. But your partner could certainly have a different sign. What was immediately under that was family issues. For some of you, your person comes from a family with either a high divorce rate, or their parents have divorced, or one of their siblings have, and they saw them go through something terrible, and this person is afraid that could happen to them as well. So you have some family issues here. This person seeks forgiveness, and you have the forgive and release card. I think they're seeking forgiveness that maybe for a while here they've been all talk, no action is what I'm hearing. And you've been patiently waiting, and now it's kind of like, you know, you're starting to resent them. So this person knows that they are seeking your forgiveness, whether they have said that or not. For others of you, when I had talked about them, the Two of Pentacles and the upright being someone who can adapt and time manage, and this is in the reverse. For some of you, this person is not making the free time for your connection, whether they're putting too much into hanging out with their friends, their family, doing other things, other responsibilities, maybe overworking. But for some of you, there is a time management issue here in respect to the relationship. Now, what came out right next to that was the ambitious card. So it's quite possible your person is very ambitious about their career, and that is all they are focused on right now. What I like, the card that came out on your side, don't get mad now, it just flew out. It said pretending. And immediately whenever I see this card, I think that you might be pretending everything is okay in the connection. And meanwhile, internally, you're holding on to some past resentment. And I think for you, the forgive and release is really important. So you're not feeling, feeling this way. I think you need to be honest about why you're feeling the way you're feeling. And then in between kind of both of the readings, the intelligent card came out. And I love that because you guys are intelligent. So I would say bring your intelligence, right? If you want to take that, because that's right under this Knight of Wands card, which is you. You're intelligent. You know exactly what to do. If you want to hold on to a relationship, you're certainly within your wheelhouse to do that. And if you don't, like I said, let them go. Let them go with love. Let's see what love messages we have here for my Leo collective. What love messages do you have for them? for Leo regarding this romantic connection. Any love messages? Thank you. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. So for some of you, you started off as friends. Interference and external parties intruding on this relationship. Doesn't mean another lover. For a very small percentage of you, that's what it is. But I didn't see anything of that in the reading. But, you know, of course, for one or two of you, that could be the case. But I think this external party that's intruding is this person's fear. Because external party doesn't have to be a person. It's a person, place, thing, feeling. And I think their fear is what's preventing the relationship from going further. The other card that just flipped out said fate. This is a destined partnership. Anything else for them? All right. Bottom of the deck, vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. I think that message, even though I called it for you, I set my intention, I think this might be something you have to convey to your person, that they can be completely vulnerable with you to share why they are afraid of a higher level of commitment. Again, whatever that means for you. Let's get some cards here. I'm going to pull 5 cards for the most likely outcome for my Leos dealing with this current situation in their romantic love life. What is the most likely outcome by the end of April 2024? Most likely outcome. 5 cards, please, from the top of the deck, but sometimes they fly them right out. Okay. 9 of Cups in the upright. I like that. It's a wish come true. So some of you wishing the relationship will come back together. I believe your wish will come true. For those of you who want to move on and find someone else, find that new love card, I believe your wish will come true. The 9 of Cups card is my wish card. When I see that come out in a reading, or the star card, I usually tell the viewer to make a wish. So please make a wish right now regarding your romantic love life. Let's do one more shuffle here, please, and thank you. So we had the 9 of Cups in the upright. Make your wish, Leo. Then you have the Chariot. I like. Next card, Ace of Wands. Some of you are going to restore passion in your relationship. I love it. 5 of Swords in reverse. You're going to avoid conflict. I love it. And the Page of Swords in the reverse here. Why the Page of Swords in the reverse? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. 6 of Swords. You know, you guys, bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Okay. This is the most likely outcome. It can be your outcome if you choose it to be, okay? If you decide this person is your end-all, be-all, and they are your wish fulfillment, you need to take immediate action. Fastest card in the deck, right? The Chariot. Take immediate action to restore passion back into this relationship. I can't read it any other way. Restore as quickly as you can. I'm not saying they get home tonight and, you know, molest them in the doorway, although some of you can do that, right? But restore passion. Well, for most of you, there's going to be a new beginning in this relationship. In this particular deck, the 5 of Swords in reverse says desire to reconcile and desire to forgive. So I do think a lot of you will be moving in that direction with this person. I wanted to clarify the Page of Swords because in this deck, in the upright, it would be a message that you're disseminating, you're sending out. And in the reverse, it's a message that you're receiving. And I wanted to clarify what's the message you're receiving. Your partner wants to move into calmer waters with you also with that 6 of Swords. And they want to deal with whatever emotional baggage that they had that was preventing or creating the disconnection. So for some of you, beautiful outcome. Your person, after a series of conversations, will want to move into calmer waters with you. They want to leave behind the past. This is a card of leaving behind the past, leaving behind the emotional baggage. This is the best reading so far for the love reading. So congratulations, Leo. Ace of Swords, speak your truth. I mean, look, once you speak your truth, look what comes right afterwards, 10 of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, this conversation will open the door to a higher level of commitment and respect between the two of you. And like I said, may not just be one conversation, could be a series, but it's on you to step into your power, be vulnerable, and express to your partner that they can be vulnerable with you as well. Look at that apology. Expect to hear the apology that you need to hear. This person might tell you they're really sorry, and that's where they seek forgiveness, right? We got the blue seek forgiveness card, that they allowed this past stuff to intervene in your connection. Really nice, really, really nice message. Good for you, Leo. If you like this message, if any part of it resonated with you, please click the thumbs up button to see more of my free videos. Please subscribe to my channel. It'll help incorporate your energy into all of my future readings. And until I read for you again, Leo, I am sending you light, love, and peace.